your dream bigger and faster. And in this lesson, we're going to dive deeper. We're going to gain total clarity for the rest of your life. So it's fascinating. I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite tools in the world. So let's dive right in. You know that all successful people have something in common. It doesn't matter where they come from. They all do one thing. They all seek clarity for their lives. They're always asking themselves, so what should my life look like within 1 year, within 5 years, within 10 years? Because clarity is powerful. And lack of clarity can produce a lot of anxiety, can produce a lot of problems. It can even lead you to depression. And this is something that happened to me. In the year 2004, I had just graduated from 2 different universities, so I was a really good student. I got 2 honors diplomas within 4 days, and on day number 5, my world collapsed. I realized I felt no passion whatsoever for any of the 2 careers that I had studied. And now that the studying was over, I started asking myself, now, who am I? Because I love to study, but I don't feel passion for this. Who am I? So from one day to the next, I went from being the top student in the class to not being able to leave my home. For 1 entire year, all I wore was pajamas. And not the cute, sexy kind of pajamas, no. The gray, oversized, depressing pajamas. On most days, I could not even leave my home. And, I would stay in bed all day. And when I left my bed, it would be to light a cigarette 20 times a day. My husband was in complete shock. He kept looking at me and asking me, where is the girl I met? Where is the driven and motivated and go-getter that I met? Where are you? And I kept asking myself the same, where am I? 1 year went by. And then one day my mother, who had already tried many things to help me, she came over and she said, okay, Florencia, I get it. You're feeling really bad. You're feeling like crap. Question is, do you want to feel better? I said, well, of course I want to feel better. But I've tried everything, Mama, nothing works. And she said, I have one more thing that I want you to try. And so she pulls out an orange notebook, she hands it to me, and she says, I want you to write a letter to yourself. I said, what do you mean, a letter to myself? And she says, yes, it's a letter that you write, and it's called the letter from the future. So I want you to imagine that you're 1 year ahead from today, and you're standing there, and you write yourself a letter that is, in a way, congratulating yourself for everything you have achieved and overcome in this year. And at the beginning, I was like, Mom, I cannot even think of one thing to congratulate myself about. What do you mean, a whole letter? And she said, keep going. Keep imagining. Imagine, what do you want your life to look like this year? Imagine all the things you want to achieve. And so I finally wrote the letter. It took me 5 days to write it. And when I had it, she said, now I want you to reread it every single night before you go to bed. And I did. Every single night. At the beginning, it felt like I was reading fiction. I would laugh. I would feel like this is so cheesy, this is so corny, this is not going to work. But listen, within 1 year, my life had changed so much. 1 year after that moment, I quit smoking. I started exercising. I started socializing again. I found a job. I got a job. It was not my dream job, but you know what? It got me out of the gray pajamas. And my life was so profoundly transformed that I started asking myself, is this letter just some sort of magical thing that only worked with me, or will it produce effect in other people too? And so many years later, when I became a coach, I decided I would teach this to my students and see what happened. And I have seen miracles happen. Miracles. Listen, this is a story, for example, one of my students, he came over to me and he was going through a really rough time. He was on the verge of breaking down economically. He was a personal trainer. He only had 4 clients. He had tension in his marriage because of all the problems he was carrying. And I told him, I want you to write this letter. And so he did. 1 year later, he went from having 4 students to having over 300. He was featured in a local newspaper, calling him Entrepreneur of the Year. This letter from the future, also became really famous in my region of the world because I was once coaching a team of athletes, and they were going for a championship, a world championship. And these were the underdogs. So this team like, even calling them underdogs is a little bit of minimizing the situation. Everybody thought they would get crushed in the first round. I start working with them, and a few months before the championship, I tell them, I want you guys to write yourselves a letter from the future, as if the championship is already over, and I want you to write in detail everything that you've experienced in this championship. And so they did. And they started playing, and they go on the first round, and they win, and they go to another game, and they win. And now the whole, like the press, the media, the journalists are all going like, what's going on with these guys? They make it to the final realms of this championship, and now they're facing the team that everybody knows will crush them. They go there and they win. And here comes the amazing part. And so all the journalists come running to these guys, and they approach them and they ask them, what happened here? This is your dream come true. Did you ever dream about this happening? And the captain of the team, looking into the camera, said, not only did we dream about this, but I wrote this down in my letter from the future. I wrote it with details. I said that today we would beat this team under pouring rain, and you could see the images on TV of them winning under heavy rain. And I even wrote down that my father would come and hug me at the far end of the field, like he had never hugged me before. And that's exactly what the cameras were capturing. So this is powerful, powerful stuff. Clarity is powerful. Clarity gives you back the steering wheel of your life. Clarity gives you focus. And so if you want to gain this type of total clarity for your life, I want to invite you now to do an exercise, one of my favorites, which consists of, the first part is a visualization. I will guide you through a visualization, and then we will write the letter from the future. The real power of a visualization, when it's really well performed, is bringing a match, making a match between an image that you want to create and a feeling. And when you make a match between that image, that desired image, and the feeling, and they are in line, that brings change to your subconscious mind. So, I want you to sit comfortably now. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes, let go of anything that might distract you. This is your time of creation. This is a powerful exercise. And as you're sitting there, take a deep breath in, and we will begin. I invite you to find a comfortable position, and when you do, please close your eyes. Start doing deep breathing. Every time you inhale, you will inhale energy. Every time you exhale, you will exhale tension. Inhale energy to your head. Exhale tension from your head. Inhale energy to your neck and shoulders. Exhale tension from your neck and shoulders. Inhale energy to your chest. Exhale any tension from your chest. Inhale energy to your belly. Exhale tension from your belly. Inhale energy to your legs. Exhale any tension from your legs. Now focus on your head. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine you are now in the center of your brain. Picture yourself sitting on a chair in the center of your brain. You're facing towards your eyes. A large screen is now projected a few feet in front of your eyes, slightly up. You are now looking at the very big, wide screen where you will start projecting images of how you want your life to look like within 1 year. Project the images in real time as if they were happening right now. We will start with your body, health, and fitness. See your body 1 year from today. What does your body look and feel like? What physical activities are you doing? How are you eating? Think about your relationships now. See the people that are important to you. Family members, friends, business partners. Who are you working with? What experiences are you having with your family and friends? Think about success now. What would make this year successful for you? Project the images in real time. Think about your personal growth. In what ways do you want to grow and evolve? And now the screen starts projecting a mixture of all these images, a collage of moments and feelings. And you see now these images go farther and farther away into the horizon, traveling into the future, carrying all these images and feelings that await for you on the other side of this wonderful year ahead. Start breathing deeply again. Inhale energy to your body. Smile with gratitude, because all those wonderful things are on their way to you. And now, holding this energy, open your eyes and start writing your letter from the future. A good way to start is to put, "Dear," your name. "I want to congratulate you for everything I've seen you achieve this year. I want to congratulate you for all the obstacles I've seen you overcome. I feel so proud of you," and go into the details. And then what you do with this letter, you're going to be reading it every single night before you go to bed. And this is how you start reprogramming your subconscious mind, and you start building a really powerful golden mindset. And I will see you in our next lesson. In our next lesson, we're moving into pillar number 2 of this quest, which is gaining outstanding confidence. We will see how to crush self-doubt, how to eliminate fear and anxiety, and move forward towards your goals and dreams with outstanding confidence. And remember, at the end of this quest, in lesson 14, there's something really special waiting for you. But also, it will make sense and it will have absolute power if you do all the lessons first. So keep going, keep your promise, the promise you made in the first lesson. Keep going, and I'll see you in our next lesson.